Welcome back to another SMO community Darker Side open race. This is a Div A qualification round between Smudey, Sado, Wiener, and proprofk. Sado and Smudey are the only two racing live, and Sado is also the only runner on Switch 1. So 2 minutes and 45 seconds will be deducted from his time at the end for load adjustment. We've got all of the runners just making their way through Cap 1, basically the same as any percent, except you have to get the checkpoint at the top of the tower to warp back to it during post-game. I didn't see for Wiener, but successful hydrophobias for both Smuddy and Frofro. Sado did not go for it. Oh, Smuddy's struggling a little bit to get the frog up, though. So that's a few seconds right off the bat. Ooh, Pro not getting the vault on the left side. Sado was the only one who opted to play it safer, go for right side instead. Looks like Wiener's the first one out of Cap, even with a few seconds of timer desync. I expect we'll see at least one person try DSS here, which can be risky in a race setting, but can also be a very nice time save if gotten. Wiener's not going for it, that's understandable. Sado and Smuddy also are not, but Profro is. Oh, bonk. Oh, this is unfortunate for Profro. Usually a second try about breaks even, with not going for it at all. Gets up fourth try, not what you want to see. Everyone's in the Madame Brood fight now. Profro just entering as Wiener finishes up. Oh, I didn't see what happened to Sado, but it seems like he messed up the fight a little based on where that chain chomp was at. We'll see, Frofro. You messed up the last brute hit, yeah. Ooh, Wiener missing chest clip. Just going into the water to back it up. Smudey got it. And Profro also got it, but he fell down, had to up throw the globe. Sado did not get it. Nice action guide skip from Wiener. Action guide skip is a lot harder on Switch 2 Digital because it loads in faster. So you either have to mash really fast or time the buttons super precisely to close out of it. Yeah, we can see Pro not getting it there. Small difference in routing here. Sado is going ahead and getting the bird in Sand 1, while the others are opting to leave it until Sand 2, which is a pretty tight bird cycle after breaking the moon rock, but it saves a little bit of time if you can get it. Wiener's opting to take the bullet bill straight to IP clip and do the platform clip moves later in Night Sand. While Smudey's going ahead and doing platform clip now, and Propro's going to be going for IP skip. So there are a few differences here in this Sand 1. And Propro's up quite quickly, very nice. Smudey got IP clip, no problem, and Sado's going to be coming up on that shortly. Wiener got about none of the coins. Oh, that's a very interesting movement going on the top of that moving pillar there. I haven't seen that before. I was saying he got about no coins by that chest moon, which means he probably will have to be careful with his coins later to make sure he has enough, assuming he's doing outfit route. Propro's now in Night Sand, while Wiener's in the cutscenes to be there shortly. Smudey's in the fight, and Sado's finishing up the inverted pyramid. We'll see how these route differences shake things up. It's very possible that Smudey could be ahead of Wiener, since he's already gotten all of the platform clip moves, while Wiener still needs to after he gets atop the highest tower. Pro making the platform cycle there, no problem. I don't think so, Sado. It's just like a funny gif he put there. Oh, Wiener's struggling a little bit on this platform cycle, but he's in now. And yeah, Smudey is now ahead of Wiener after that routing difference. Propro's already in the Knucklo-Tech fight, and Sado's making his way up to tower. Wiener with the RCB strat for that bullet bill capture, very nice. He's also not getting the coin stack on top there. So he will need to lock in on getting more coins at some point later. Yeah, definitely, Saren. Very important to remember to talk to that tourist, because he'll give several moods throughout post-game, even one in main game during Metro. And he'll also be going to Wooded First here. Wooded First is better and darker, so that you can look at the Wooded hint art that goes to sand in Wooded 2. And you won't have revisited sand yet. Looks like everyone's now finishing up the Knucklo Tech fight, going to be joining proprofk in Wooded shortly. Yes, definitely live. Ignore that your run is pre-recorded. That's an interesting angle there from Smudey, but it did hit the trigger to get right by the tree boon in Deep Woods. No, nothing broke, Katzen. Smudey and Wiener are very close right now, getting this timer challenge boon at about the same time. But it seems like Smudey's actually a few seconds ahead because of the timer desync. Proprofk nailing gate skip, no problem. Smudey and Wiener are still very close, both leaving Deep Woods. Smudey's going for captureless atop a tall tree. Might have saved a small amount back on Wiener there, I'm not sure. Ooh, Smudey did not clip out of bounds, while Wiener does nail gate skip, so that's going to increase the gap a little bit. Sado's now out of Deep Woods as well, and proprofk just has to fight Skewert, and then he'll be leaving. Ooh, proprofk not getting that terrain balance. Oh, Wiener fell down, and so did Smudey. That they're both having to capture the uproot to get back up to the story moon. Sado got gate skip as well, very nice. 3 out of 4 for gate skips. Sado's going for a safe version of FRS there. At least he was with 2 spin pounds. Now he's trying to get it with a roll cancel. Took a little bit, but he did get it. Proprofk's now in Lake 1. I imagine we'll see a lake clip route from him. And indeed we are. Lake clip route saves about 8 seconds if you can nail both zipper dram and the moon clip first try, which are not easy tricks at all. But proprofk did get both of them very cleanly. This chest moon out of bounds here, as well as the timer challenge, the one that goes underwater in Lake 2, replace the poison wave sub area with this route. They don't call him Lake God for nothing. Very true. Wiener's not going for Lake Clip route, just capturing the zipper immediately. Same for Smudey. They're both just basically doing the standard Rango route, except getting on the lakeshore last after looking at the hint art. Sado's now entering Lake as well as proprofk is exiting. Smudey and Wiener are still very close together. They're both in the Ringo fight. I believe it was their week 1 race where they were very close all the way throughout the run, even into darker. So there's a little bit of a rematch between Smudey and Wiener happening here. Proprofk is now exiting Cloud just as Smudey and Wiener are exiting Lake. So he's got a pretty solid about minute and a half lead at the moment. He does have 2 less moves though because he did IP skip. So in reality, probably more like 50 seconds. Ooh, Proprofk ran into that Trapedal. Lucky that it didn't knock him off. But he does have to take a damage refill for it. Not surprised to see Proprofk going for this Lost 1 route. It's a little bit faster to activate that button and get the butterfly in the middle of it and then get up. And then you could do this soaring moon here early and fly over to the 2 fuzzies moons, and that saves a few seconds over the standard route with 2 death warps and doing soaring last. Oh no, I saw Wiener died, but I didn't know if it was the intentional death or not. It wasn't. Wiener with the save. Oh, I did not catch that. Did he do the thing that someone did in another race? Where he didn't get to Mountain Road, but he was able to go to the 2 fuzzy smooths. So I guess it was like sort of an intentional death in a way, but still not what you want to see. Missed the cat bounce to the ground pound move, but made it to the platforms. That makes sense. Proprofk's now already in Night Metro. I'm not sure what Wiener's going to do here. I don't know if he'll take a Death Warp to get the soaring mood or just opt for a backup instead. He is just going back up and getting soaring, yeah. Looks like Smudey had a little bit of trouble with that Trapedal. So, even despite the having to save that fall, Wiener is still ahead of Smudey here. Oh, Smudey taking an unfortunate death after the bridge mood. He tried to poison warp to save it. It is possible. I think it's just a few frame window if you open the map at the right time when you're right above lava or poison. It will let you warp to a checkpoint. Oh, Profro missed a Giggler, and based on his food count, he did not get swaying in the breeze here for safety, which means he'll probably have to do left at the cafe early to back it up. Sado's doing the safer route here, getting soaring at the end of Lost 1. And he's going to be joining the others in Night Metro shortly. Smudey and Wiener also are risking it by not getting swaying in the breeze right now. It is a little bit faster in Metro 2, but it does rely pretty heavily on Giggler. Wiener also missing. Smudey misses as well. Alright.
Hi. Oh.
Very unfortunate, no Gigglers all around. Sado also skipped swaying in the breeze, but I don't know if he'll go for Giggler. I think he does the DSTA route for Metro 1, where he gets the bullet building moves and the seed by the guitarist early. Yeah, Sado's not trying it.
Can we Owen play from there on Magic? Yeah.
Oh, Wiener had to jump back up to get that seed in the pot. Wiener's just opting to get this Girder Moon right now instead of waiting for after the timer challenge in Metro 2. I don't think that's faster than doing Cafe early, but it does ensure that Metro 2 is exactly the same route as if he had hit to Giggler. Smudey's also doing that. Sado's now joined everyone in Day Metro. Propro's headed into sewers. Yeah, you can see Sado planting that seed early. because he set DSTA before the run, so it'll grow in the next couple of minutes. So what he'll do is he'll roll out of City Hall, go to Bullet Building, and then go to the Seed and get the Guitarist. Fourth the best moon in the game here. True, Bench Friends is a pretty great moon. Sado and Smudey are a little bit fake synced up on the trumpeter here. Since Sado still needs a guitarist, and he's going to be doing Bullet Building and the Seed early. Oh, he also still has to do bassist as well. Clean Bullet Building for Sado, considering he didn't go for the bullet bill capture and instead just used the pole to get on top and get to the moon. Oh, proprofk bouncing on that taxi, that can be scary. It's definitely possible to accidentally bounce off if you're not careful. Proprofk is going to be off to Snow 1 now. Smudey and Wiener are making their way through Festival, and Sado's going to be there shortly, getting the story moon in the sewers. let's see this snow clip from Pro. Nice, he's in. I'm going to guess 52:07 for Pro's boundable time. Wiener still has a little bit of a lead on Smudey entering Snow 1, but it's not a massive lead. It could definitely change. There's still a lot of run left. Not even Pro's lead is secure in as long and difficult of a category as Darker. Wiener also got the moon clip. Pro is speeding through Boundable here with a 51:57. You're saving Secret Girder for Metro 2. Yeah, I think it is slightly faster, actually, if you're coming at it from the Moon Rock rather than the standard line you'd do in Metro 1. I'll guess 52:70 for Wiener and Smudey both. Yes, Bantisago, this is a qualification round, so the top two of this match will move on to the Div A semifinals, and the bottom two will have another chance to qualify next week against Maxterius and SA1102. There is a spreadsheet. Yes, I was gonna link it if no one else did. Thank you, Max. Wiener got a 55:87. Sado did not get the moon clip, going for screen clip as a backup. And Smudey got a 54:56. Sado's struggling to get in the wall here. Not what you want to see. Oh, he's switching it up, going for downstairs. Okay, Sado's in now. Yes, Sado is the only runner here on Switch 1. So he'll get 2 minutes and 45 seconds deducted from his final time for load conversion. Propro's now the first one in Seaside. For Sado's Bound Bowl, I'll guess 5480. Yeah, I personally am not a fan of downstairs, but I suppose if it works, it works. Sado got a 53-14 bound hole. Pretty good backup on planting that seed for Wiener. I don't know if anyone set safety DSTA before the run, so if they were to throw the seed in the bottom right pot, they would have to manually change the time forward, so it would be grown by the time they got to Seaside 2. I did not see everyone's fishing RNG in snow, but usually this is the nicest fishing. Maybe I shouldn't have spoken. Sado reeled in, I guess, too soon. But usually this is the nicest fishing out of all of them in the run. In sand, sometimes it can be difficult to get the fish to notice you quickly, and in lake the area is just so small, it's really annoying to work with. You're too used to getting first bite on that. Fair enough. It does feel like first bite happens most of the time with that setup. Oh, Wiener was not able to keep his Gushin alive, so he's just going to have to move to these next couple of ground pound moves, head over to the seal with the Mario, which is quite a big time loss. Could give Smudey an opportunity to catch up. Yeah, Smudey did keep the Gushin alive, so that is some time save for him. Propro's now making his way through the mollusk fight, which can easily be one of the more punishing bosses in the run, especially if you mess up at the very end on this last hit, and you have to chase him all the way around. Oh! Seems like Propro accidentally recaptured the Gushin when trying to ground pound through the island, but he actually backed it up really well, so it's not a huge time loss. Wiener getting the ground pound much cleaner there. Seems like they've all gotten a little unlucky with Mollusk moving slightly away, so they can't hit him in one sweep. Oh no, Smudey. Could have been worse, but definitely an unfortunate time loss having to chase Mollusk all the way to Glass Palace. Very clean Goombet Moon from Pro. That one can be a little scary, controlling the vectors and the jump off the corn without falling in the lava. Hopefully this moon goes well for Wiener. I know he struggled a lot on it in his last race, but no problems here, which is nice. Sado's now in the mollusk fight while the rest are in Luncheon 1. Propro's setting up a vault here to get surrounded by tall mountains before going into the magma sub-area, which is slightly faster with really good movement up to meet after the sub-area. But at the end of the day, it's also kind of just personal preference. You're not losing much by doing them in the other order. Sado's now joining the others in Luncheon 1. Very clean movement up to that crowd pound mood for Pro. He's probably very familiar with it from Forkless in any percent after the Magma Swamp sub-area. Save for Wiener. It seems like Wiener has been slowly making up a little bit of ground on Pro. I'd say the gap between Pro and Wiener is probably about the same as the one between Wiener and Smudey now. Looks like the Wiener might take it all. So true. Ooh, Propro's struggling a little bit on that Kukateel hit. Wiener's also in the fight now. Yeah, that was definitely a good one, Q-Rain. Oh, Wiener's struggling as well on the last phase. Last phase of Cookatiel is the really annoying part. Because if you mistime your jumps, you just might fall down and have to try to back up getting on those platforms, which can be very awkward to land on. Propro's now in Ruined, making sure to get the chest move before the fight. Ooh, having a tough time getting up after the chest. And now that that's out of the way, it's a little bit more of a breather, just doing the fight normally for a couple minutes. Yeah, Ruined and Toadette are about your only major breathing points in Darker Side. Especially in post-game, the rest is a lot of fast-paced movement between a lot of moves in quick succession. We've got 3 runners in the Ruined fight now. Sado's nearing the end of luncheon, just has to get a couple more moves and then fight Cookatiel. Sado opting to grab the rock a little earlier to throw at the piranha plant instead of the one right beside it. It is very easy when grabbing the one right beside it to overshoot the piranha plant if you're not careful, which can be quite annoying to back up. Oh, nice backup from Pro to ensure he didn't die after I mean, it wouldn't have been the worst death ever because he does have to get that checkpoint, but it still would have lost quite a bit of time and potentially triggered memory leak since it is an overworld void death on Switch 2. Smudey and Wiener are also now in Bowser's, still keeping it relatively close. Very clean new shards movement for proprofk. The only difference to 80% is you do have to capture that bird at the end, so that you can get the glory hole moon. Oh, Wiener's doing down throw shards. It nails it. Very nice. Oh, Smudey, a little bit too wide of an angle, so he had to save himself. Not a bad backup, though. proprofk having no problems. It's a few seconds faster to jump out through that hole while the underground one spawns. Oh, not getting the dram though. You jump up, get the one up top, and try to dram with the wire while you get the underground moon. Sado's now in the last phase of the ruined dragon fight, so it won't be too long until he joins the others in Bowser's. Lots of Harriet firsts. All three have done Harriet first so far. Proprofk's going for Pipeless here. That was solid. And not surprised though, Pro tends to go for all of the strats and tends to be very good at all of the strats. Wiener's just playing it safer, going in the pipe. That's only about a couple seconds lost. Oh, with the optimal pipeless movement. Wiener got the strat there where if you stand in just the right spot and talk to Toad, the camera doesn't pan at all. Oh, Smudey. He went too soon, so he's having to figure out how to get this ogre back to break the block. Sado's doing standard shards rather than new shards, which is completely fair. Bonking a little bit getting up to the bird. But those backup bomb shots he did there were solid. Pro got Douchier. So did Wiener. Smudey's entering the mech fight as well. Sado's getting that boon up in there. Not doing Bowser Dram, just doing it the standard way. Sado's the only runner going for Topper first. What was robbery otaku? Oh, caught the bunny, but had to wait a while for it to jump to that spot. That always feels like it takes forever. You haven't played this bad in weeks, rip. You're not doing too bad, though. Lock in, you never know. You don't know if you're feeling it to finish. Sorry to hear. I know it would be encouraged if you could finish it out, but I'd definitely understand if you didn't want to. The way Smudey missed, he ground pounded between the flat and the spirit bubble. Oh no, I missed that. Trying to keep track of 4 POVs at once is a lot. So I'm going to miss some things, and I apologize for that. Propro's now in the Bowser fight, and Wiener's about to be. Smudey's making his way through Overworld, and Sado's entering the mech fight. Oh no! Sado diving off of Bowser's nose. Oh, Propro's feed glitched for a minute, but we're back. Yeah, I've had a couple of solo comms towards the end of races where like my co-com had to go, but this is my first time doing solo comms from the start. It's essentially impossible to catch everything. Yeah, for sure. Sado got PA, nice. Propro's coming up on 2DSS, I imagine he'll try it. Okay, didn't get the second platform first go around, and just opting to go in the 2D section, which definitely makes sense for a race setting. Don't want to spend too long trying that and giving your opponents a chance to catch up. You just realized you didn't get main courtyard outskirts. You mean third courtyard outskirts? I would say that you got the one on the Birdgram Island, right? I would say probably just warp to that one, take the Pokeo up the wall, and do the wire from the other direction. Oh no, the one by the Invader. Did you get the other main courtyard checkpoint, the one by the Moon Rock? Yeah, that's very true, 12. I'd say if you didn't get both of those, that probably is the best call. Maybe actually you'd want to do Shop Island last, like with the Peach and the Shop Moon, and then take the wire over. Propro's done with the main game. If his splits froze when he split, 120, 124, and Wiener also with a 121, barely with a 58, both very respectable main games. Only about half a minute apart at this point as well, and a lot can happen in post-game. Oh, Sado's rock almost bounced off. Luckily, he got it back in time to be able to get the moon. Smudey's also finishing up main game now, about a minute behind Wiener at this point. 123.03. Propro's doing tiles now. Gotta love clean tiles movement. It always looks very satisfying when it goes well. And Propro's exiting the castle just as Wiener's entering. Sado's headed towards the Bowser fight now, probably on pace for a high 127 main game. Oh, I could see Sado miscounting the tail swipes, possibly just forgetting jumping too soon, which could have ended up a lot worse, but luckily he was still able to get Bowser without him jumping away or anything. Oh, Propro's doing this underwater mood during the timer challenge. Not something I see a lot, but he still made the timer in time, and I do believe that's slightly faster. So impressive Propro does all of this with the DJ controller, it's true. Propro's knocking that invader just to be, or not invader, Taifu, to be safe, make sure he doesn't get blown off. Sado's in pillars now, so he'll be in post game with the rest shortly. Having to do a backup shot on that first pillar. Oh, it looks like Wiener got the strat. Similar to the Bowser's Captain Toad, you can also do that with the Peach and Snow Kingdom, where if you stand in a specific spot, the camera won't pan at all. Sado with right around a 128 flat main game. Yeah, I agree with the 12 there. That's probably your best bet, Sado. Pro got the lurker very close to the story moon. That's what you want to see. That lurker can be really annoying to try to chase around if you don't get it immediately. Wiener's in the same room now. Well, actually, Frofro, Wiener, and Smudey are all about one barrier room apart. Frofro's in the shards room, Wiener's in the Rega room, Smudey's in the poison room. You just posted to the main SMO server about how much slower this might be overall. Interesting. Top Island Last is definitely not that terrible of a play in general, I think. Pro's up for Blowy Noe. I didn't see all of it, but I believe he did the triple jump. And Sado's now joining the others in Snow 2. What if we did Jizo moves in Bowser's 2 for extra cook? That could be really cool, actually. I bet that might be faster if you are doing the shop island last. Wiener also having no problems with the triple jump blowy noe. Top exit versus a warp, but yeah, basically. Plus probably the little bit of time it takes to take the pylon over. It's probably quite close. Smudey also got blowy noe. He did the wall jump method though. Both wall jump and triple jump can be quite consistent. Just a matter of personal preference. Clean mysterious cloud sub-area for proprofk. Oh no! Proprofk took a fall. And unfortunately getting a void death there. May or may not trigger memory leak. Muddy's capturing the big chain chomp, going into mysterious clouds. Very important to capture that as well as a Moai in Sand 2 in order to have enough captures for a Toaded achievement at the end of the run. Very nice chain chomp shot from proprofk. Sado was going to the shards room before the regular room. It looks like there's not any speed difference between them. It's just a matter of like muscle memory might have taken him there, or just preference. Proprofk's buying the pirate outfit in Cascade 2, let's go. With the outfit route, you can really choose where you want to buy the pirate outfit, anywhere between Cascade 2 and Metro 2, where you're getting a shop moon. Smudey's going for blind shot. Very nice. But blind shot always looks really impressive because you really have to have a cue that you're aiming for since you can't see the rock you're trying to hit. You have a different idea for Bowser's 2? Alright, I'll be interested to see it. Smudey's also going ahead and buying the pirate outfit as early as possible. Wiener did not, so the gap between them is actually going to be less than it looks at the moment. Sado's going for the wall jump blowy noey as well, getting it pretty fast. Smudey's now also in Bowser's 2. Sado, just doing Dino skip, getting these top moons. Oh no, proprofk, not getting the shake up to where that boot is, having to go back through the wire the other direction. And Wiener is really not far behind at all, already warping to the same island himself. Sado's not doing the mysterious cloud sub area. I know that is a thing with his route. I still feel like he should have one more moon carried than he does right now, though. So I'm not exactly sure what else he didn't get. You fell down from Toad. Ooh, that's rough. So, going to need a backup, I suppose. First try Trade Shop Shop, love to see it. No, Sado! Going to have to respawn the Chain Chomp Moon now, since he's just opting to warp up. Or, okay. No, this actually makes a lot of sense. Oh, I see what he was going for. Trying to go back around for Toad, so he doesn't need a backup. But just not jumping down at the right spot, unfortunately. Okay, and he's going down to shop now, which is interesting. Three out of 4 runners going ahead and buying the pirate outfit in the Cascade shop. Proprofk's doing Invader because he did IP skip route. It's one of his 2 replacements, and the other one is Lunch 2D, since IP skip puts you down a 2D moon, and the Toadette achievement for 2D moons is tight. And Wiener does overtake him, RTA, because he did not do IP skip and does not have to do Invader. And he's also not going to have to do Lunch 2D if he doesn't need a backup. So he's actually pulled a decent amount ahead of Pro all of a sudden. Yeah, it's been awesome to watch on him. Wiener just playing super clean, catching up. Pro got the surface clip for swag. Let's go. Pro likes to drag his timer off screen, so it freezes a lot. No, you're good, Sado. Okay, Sado's getting this emote moon first. am warping to Shop Island now. Okay. So I know he did forget the checkpoint by the painting. So I guess he's going to like try to go directly there from the top and get that other moat moon along the way. Proprofk and Wiener making their way through Seaside 2, still very close, and Smudey's not that far behind them as well. Wiener's the first here to be going for fish dip. Ooh, not getting it. Could give Proprofk a chance to catch back up. Proprofk did get it. This next little section of Seaside is just the exact same as 80%. All the way from that chest moon, you just do the rest of 80% through the very end, the vault. And then there's just a little bit more of Seaside 2 after that. Holy, they are basically synced now. Watch this after Jizo sub area. Alright, I'll make sure to. In the meantime, I'll probably just keep focusing on this Proprofk Wiener sync because that's really fun. Smudey did not get fish dip as well, unfortunately. Oh, Wiener taking a bonk. He's not going to be able to get out quickly now without a damage boost, which gives Proprofk a little bit more of a lead. This has been so back and forth throughout all of Seaside 2. This is awesome. Alright, Sado's finished up with the Jizo sub area. Let's see what he does here. Warping up top. Is he going to do the timer challenge? Yes, he is. And then I imagine go to the Crates Moon under the moat, and then Invader as well, and then leave. Oh, he's doing Toad now. He didn't get Toad earlier. So Toad, but Moat Invader, interesting. No, taking a bonk, trying to get to the Crate Moon. Proprofk and Wiener still basically synced up on this story moon. They'll both to be fighting Twerk Drift, finishing up World Peace in Wooded before being able to do the faster going part with all the Moonrock moons. Oh, Sado's doing more. He's doing this Pokio shot to the block. That is a very interesting way to get a couple of extra moves. Especially if you don't have the checkpoint to buy Invader. I like it. Wiener and Proprofk both finishing up Twerk Drift as Smudey's in the middle of it, and Sado's now in Seaside 2. Oh, Sado accidentally triggering the mummies. He's luring them into the water, which is actually a pretty smart way to kill them and get the chests to respawn. Muddy is now joining Wiener and Proprofk in Post-Peace Wooded. I would estimate around a minute behind, which is definitely not impossible to recover from. Still a lot that can happen in this last hour of the run. Wiener and Protro, both to no problems, jumping over to Captain Toad. Let's see, Protro definitely needs all the coins in there. Wiener should be fine. Protro's still probably either going to need a coin hint art somewhere, like in Sand Town or somewhere, or steal Toad's lunch money later on in order to have enough for the rest of the run. Oh no, Protro killed the top Goomba on that stack. So he has to get out of the way to get another one. So he's tall enough for Goombet. Wiener's just getting that mood normally going around. I expect Protro might go for the moon clip here, which is quite a cool one. Gets the fast dive onto the fence, and I think that's in. Very nice. Sado also clipping out of bounds with the fish dip. Oh no, Smudey took a bonk. Oh, but very nice save to still be able to get to that nut. Protro got Pipes clipped. That is a little bit of time save on Wiener. I saw Wiener end up having to go the normal route. And there is a diversion here. Protro's warping straight to Station 8 for the bird cycle, and Wiener's doing the invisible road sub-area. Which means he probably won't be doing Volcano Cave Cruisin' later on. Which is slightly slower, but definitely easier. So it's going to be hard to tell who's really ahead between the two for a while. They're both doing their bird cycles now. Both of these runners should have no problems getting the bird in time, even when doing this timer challenge moon. It's really just a matter of can they optimize it to the point of being able to get the bird in mid-air or all the way down at the lower platform, or will they just get it up top like Protro is currently doing? Smudey's also started bird cycle now, and Sado is about to be in Wooded 2 with the rest. Wiener's going for the mid-air bird. Definitely scary, but He got it, no problem. You should have skipped Cascade Toad, but maybe. I thought you were just going to get a backup for it, but I don't know. I think had you gotten to the Toad platform without that one death, it might have been worth doing it. Propro's now leaving Wooded 2, and Wiener's actually not far behind at all. Considering he did Invisible Road, so he's probably still ahead in reality. Propro and Wiener are now going for the bird cycle in Sand 2, since they skipped the bird in Sand 1. Propro, cutting it close because of that bonk, but he still caught the bird in time. I read over default outfit, definitely. Smudey's also now in Sand 2. Oh, Brofro's having trouble getting the dog to uncover the spot. Oh, Cappy tried to troll Smudey, but still, just like the other two, nailing the bird cycle. That platform was in an interesting position for Frofro, but he got some very nice shake jumps to still make it over. Wiener's doing the more standard positioning with the platform. Interesting strat from Pro, knocking the hat off and then going for the Pillar Moon. And then kind of waiting for it a little bit and capturing it. Wiener's kind of doing a similar thing, but he's leading it out a little bit before knocking it and capturing it at the same time. Let's see, Sado probably needs a few coins in this room. But that one coin stack might be enough. I'm not exactly sure. Ooh, Smudey, bonking but still landing back on the platform. That could have been bad. Propro's having to wait a little bit on this platform and falling down, and is also going to have to take a damage refill now. And that's made it a lot closer progression-wise between Propro and Wiener. Wiener got up much faster, and he's up a couple moons on Propro still as well. Smudey's warping to the tower now as well. Sado's doing the invisible road sub-area and about to be doing the bird cycle. Oh no, Sado, just barely missing that boot. So he's gotta warp back up, restart the cycle now. Oh no, he took another fall. That's rough. Oh! Oh, Sado pausing. I assume that's a forfeit. Which, I mean, honestly understandable after what just happened. Yeah, I'm glad you kept it going as long as you did, Sado, but I do get that. That was a very unfortunate way to end. You're just not feeling it. I get that. You still did good. I enjoyed seeing some of your routing choices, especially in Bowser's. I quite liked your into Bowser's a lot. Yes, clearly Pro is just that goated. He's doing multiple things at once. That's his live cam, of course, definitely. And he's making his way through Sand 2 really well, despite all of that. It would be a shame if he were to die. Oh no! Wiener's also right behind him. Wiener also dying in that poison. Definitely not intentionally or anything. Oh, Pro captured that bullet bill too early. He's not going to be able to do the dram now. He's going for the capture after that moon not getting it. That is going to put Wiener back ahead RTA. So, Wiener's in quite a solid position for the lead right now. Since I imagine we're not going to see him do Volcano Cave Cruisin', since he did a Viz Road. But actually, I wonder. I would think he does Outfit Route, but he still hasn't bought the Pirate yet. You don't? Interesting. So it's probably pretty close then, actually. Just because you don't want to do outfit clip, fair enough. There are times where that clip just wants to take forever to work. And you wouldn't want it to be in a race setting. Smudey's now also in Metro 2, still keeping that gap of about a minute behind. Proprofk and Wiener are both doing the bird cycle in the park here. That dog took a while to get to the spot for Proprofk. Oh, I thought Cappy missed the bird, but no, barely got it at the last minute. Wiener also got the cycle, and they're synced up again. Wiener, I love seeing all the back and forth to see. This is so cinema. Smudey also got the bird cycle. Oh, Proprofk's having a little bit of trouble getting that scooter on the spot. I believe all three of these runners opted to skip swaying in the breeze in Metro 1, so they will be getting it here. Looks like Wiener's feed is freezing a little bit, unfortunately. So I imagine there's a little bit of desync between the feeds now. Ooh, Proprofk got fall stunned, so luckily he was still able to hit the bird from the opposite side. Wiener not getting fall stunned, getting the bird in a more standard way, so probably making up a couple of seconds there. And Smudey is honestly catching up a little by the looks of things. And getting the bird very nicely as well.
I just want to go, Chad. We some builders.
Let's see. I think all three of these runners missed a giggler, but Smudey and Wiener just got the Girder Moon in Metro 1 already as their backup, while Profro did left at the cafe early, so he will have to get this Girder Moon here after the timer challenge. Which could close the gap even more here. Oh no, Wiener getting a long jump instead of a backflip. You forgot about this. Well, you backed it up fairly well. Oh, no, you already got that in Metro 1. Oh no, Smudey taking a death. I didn't see exactly what happened. I guess just on the way to the timer challenge. Profro and Wiener are both in Lake now. There is going to be a slight route difference because Profro went for Lake Clip while the others did not. Oh no, Profro did not get the hit on that bird, so he's going up to catch it by the moon rock. Looks like Smuddy's fish took a while to bite, but it could always be worse when it comes to lake fishing. Speaking of which, Profro is doing it now, and he reeled in at the wrong time. And again, ooh, this could be bad for Profro. Could give Wiener a chance to get more ahead of him and even allow Smuddy to potentially catch up. And now Profro's Dory is in a bad spot as well. Wiener getting through the Poison Wave sub-area without any trouble. Smuddy's going to be entering it after this Goomba Moon. Ooh, Smudey cut it a little close with that one wave, but no deaths, luckily. Propro's finishing up Red Room very clean as Wiener's entering it. And Smuddy's doing outfit clip now. Pretty fast outfit clip for Smuddy. Since he's not doing the link clip route, he still has a decent amount of link to go after outfit clip. Whereas for Profro, that will be the last thing before he warps and leaves to luncheon. Wiener's now the first one out of late. Since Wiener is not doing outfit route, his luncheon 2 will also be considerably shorter than the others. Won't have to worry about mechanic or volcano cave cruising. But his cap 2 will also be quite a bit longer with 4 extra moods. Profro taking a little bit on that clip he's in now. And Smuddy's struggling to get to the ground pound spot here. It's hard to say because there are some route differences, but Profro definitely does not have a strong lead anymore. But I think it might be Wiener who's in the lead right now. I mean, clearly he's the furthest along, but even with the route differences and all of that, then Profro, then Smuddy. Oh yeah, the timer. Profro's timer freezes a lot because he likes to drag it off screen. Oh, Wiener, struggling to get that lava bubble to the cannon. You uncapped the bubble, it's, after shooting the cannon. Oh no. Those types of finger slips are the worst. Propro's, balking in Fork's room. This race is so close that little mistakes like that adding up could eventually make a difference here. Oh no, Frofro chucked the turnip off. But it didn't fall in the lava, at least. You think Frofro is ahead of you considering Cap? That's hard to say, because you're going to be able to leave Luncheon after slots, and Frofro still has to do Mechanic and Volcano Cave Cruising. So you'll make up a lot of ground at the end of Luncheon, but it does get canceled out by Cap, since you have to do 4 extra moons. So I think you're probably still leading. Profro actually also has to do Luncheon 2D because he did IP skip. You're about to change to that route, although you're switching out the cap sub, not the wooden sub. Interesting. That makes sense, though. Alright, Wiener should have 398 here, I believe, since he's doing intermediate route. 398, not missing any. Wiener's going to cap before lost. I suppose it doesn't matter, just preference. Profro's headed now to Volcano Cave Cruising, doing the movement over the top fairly clean. Ooh, Profro. Oh no, not getting enough height, taking a death. Is that gonna work? Okay, that was a very impressive backup from Profro. Buddy's also coming up on the sub area, going over the top as well. Oh no, Smudey died as well in the sub area, just as he was potentially closing the gap a little bit. Rofro is at 400 moons, which should be correct since he did IP skip and still needs lunch 2D. And Smuddy should be at 401 since he does not need lunch 2D. He did not do IP skip. nobody's missing any moves, which is always nice. I feel like at this level and upwards, it's pretty rare to see missed moons. Since everyone's usually very familiar with the darker route to get times as fast as all of them have. But one of those things, if you just run the category more, you're not going to miss moons as often. Since Wiener's not doing outfit route, he is currently on a bird cycle in cap, which I would imagine he makes no problem. Ropro's now done with shards in Lost as Smuddy's about to start it. Yeah, Wiener's bird is in a very good position. He's not going to have to chase it for too long or really go out of his line or anything. Wiener's finishing up Cap 2. He'll be joining Propro and Smuddy in Lost 2. But Propro and Smuddy still have all of Cap 2 to do themselves. So I feel like Wiener has a pretty comfortable lead still. Rofro's now headed to Cap 2 with Smuddy shortly behind. He just has to get these last two boons, get the Shining Fruit during the Timer Challenge, and then get the Timer Challenge boon and leave. Clean Moonrock jump from Pro. Oh, Smuddy looked like he almost accidentally chose Mushroom instead of Cap. Luckily corrected it. Smudey nailing Moonrock jump as well. Oh, Wiener taking a death. That's unfortunate. That could allow the gap to close a little. Sado forfeited in Wooded 2 because he wasn't having a great run, and then he missed the jump to the floating moon after the invisible road sub area 3 times and just decided to call it. You just came home from watching a horror movie and you're genuinely terrified. You're not a horror movie guy at all, same. Propro's going for Equine Bird now. Oh, I hate that when the bird does that little wiggle and prevents you from being able to grab it. There's not usually much you can do to recover. No, he missed it again, and this will give Smudey a chance to close the gap between the two of them. Okay, Profro got it third try. Smudey did not get his spin pound out there, but he still got it. And now there's probably a maximum of 10 seconds between the two. Maybe 10 to 15. This is very close all of a sudden. I mean, the thing is, his timer's not actually 3 minutes behind, it just freezes a lot because he likes to drag it off screen. So, like, really, I don't think there are any major timer desyncs here. I mean, what Wieners did get a little bit desynced, like 10 to 15 seconds from when his feed froze a little bit in Metro 2. Wiener is the first one in Moon 3. Moon 2 now, not Moon 3. Very short split, you just pop in, get 5 moons, and leave. Yeah, this has been a very awesome race, Danst. It's been a lot of back and forths and syncs and just close racing overall. Yours and Smudey's timers like 15 apart and Propro's in the middle of them. Ah, that makes sense. Yeah, Wiener's only like a minute ahead tops, so maybe more like 50. Which is definitely not a secure gap still. Smudey's bouncing on the guy, taking a second to get the cap hit target. let's see. Actually, Smudey is now ahead of Frofro. Uh, it's hard to tell with Frofro's timer because it's frozen, but I don't think it's that much of a difference. And Profro also needs the 2D moon in Luncheon, while Smuddy does not. I'm actually not sure what sort of times we're looking at Dansta. I could probably estimate it. Oh no, Profro took a death in the sub area. That's only increasing the gap between him and Smuddy. I think we could maybe be looking at some times around 3:05-ish here. Oh, Wiener not getting the triple jump out. So he's going back. I'm not exactly sure what he's doing here. I guess he's just getting the moon again to refill. I think it would have probably been faster to get the life up part in the question blocks at the bottom of the mountain, kind of near the checkpoint. So all of a sudden, Smuddy is not terribly far behind Wiener as well. It is a little bit bigger of a gap than it looks though, since his timer is behind. You were panicking. Fair enough. Muddy getting the jump to Toad, no problem, and Profro on his tail. Yeah, this is super close now between all three. Oh, Wiener's struggling a little bit to get those last notes. Does get it in time though. Wiener's able to just leave Luncheon, no need for the 2D moon, and that will be the same for Smuddy. But not for Profro, since Profro did IP skip. Yeah, probably looking at a 3:05 pace from Wiener here. Maybe high 3:05, low 3:06 from Smudey. And maybe like high 3:06, low 3:07 for Pro. Pro's in the 2D area, going for the skip, but very nice. That's always scary because it puts you on 1 health, so you have to be careful to not take any more damage to those fireballs at the end. Wiener's coming up on Goomba Jump, which is really the only part of Mushroom 3 that could potentially result in major time loss unless you're missing a Toadette achievement. But nice Goomba Jump, plenty of room to spare. Smudey's also now coming up on Goomba Jump, and Wiener's getting his last mood before the few minutes of talking to Toadette. Smudey also got Goomba Jump. Smudey's now joined Wiener in Toadette. Pro's coming up on Goomba Jump. Also no problems with it. That was about the most distance out of anyone. Yeah, Pro's definitely thrown a little. Alright, since all of our runners are going to be in Toadette now, I'll do some shoutouts. Shoutouts to our runners, Smudey, Sado, Wiener, and Pro. Shoutouts to Katzen for restreaming. Shoutouts to 12 for putting together all of the technical stuff for this event, as well as the other organizers, Dansta, Salmon. You bet it's hard playing SMO on a DJ kit, though. Yeah, I mean, it's certainly quite an accomplishment to be multitasking that well. Wiener just needs 10 more moons from Toadette now, and then he'll be off to Darker Side. The other two just needing a few more than that. One more Toadette moon for Wiener. Not missing any. So Wiener's going to be the first to have 500 moons and head off to Darker Side. This looks like it could maybe actually 304 if he plays Darker Side well. Which could also be a PB for him. Let's see. His PB is currently a 305 flat. Smudey's also now at 500, going to be in Darker as well shortly. Smudey's also on quite a good run. His PB is 305.30. I don't know if he can quite PB, but he can definitely get a 305 out of this. And that's 500 for proprofk. Looks like he's on 306 pace.
Here we go, off the rails. You know it's time to raise our sails. It's freedom like you.
Oh, did Smudey die? Or am I going crazy? I could have sworn he was further along. But I also could just be making that up. Because I'm trying to juggle multiple POVs at once. Wiener's going for the freezing water section and gets it fast. That does save a few seconds over going up top with the uproot if you make that cycle. Wiener's playing it safe, not going for Darker FRS, which is very understandable. And Smudey's just opting to go up top here. Smudey is also not going for Darker FRS, which makes a lot of sense. He definitely doesn't need it to maintain his top 2 in order to qualify. Wiener has plenty of height on Glidon. Maybe we'll see a Darker FRS from proprofk. Ooh, Smuddy's taking a little bit to get that Scarecrow. Proprofk is going for Darker FRS. Very clean FRS as well. As Wiener gets U-skip, that should be the win secured for him. Maybe still a PB. It'll be close. He has to beat 305 flat to get a PB. Those Glidon skips look good for both Smudey and proprofk. And Wiener is clutching it. 304.54. GG's. Smuddy's now out of the sub-area section as well with a successful U-skip. And this is only about half a minute off of PB for Smudey as well, so also a very solid run. 304.53 retime, nice. Nobody had any problems on U-skip, love to see it. And Smuddy's finishing up here with a 306.02. Proprofk's only about half a minute behind. This has been such an awesome race. I've really enjoyed commentating it. It's been really close between these three the whole time. There were a few syncs, a few back and forths. And proprofk's finishing up exactly half a minute behind with a 306.32. So Smudey and Wiener are now qualified for the Division A semifinals. Sado and proprofk will get another chance to qualify next week. They'll be against Max Sirius and SA1102. The top 2 of that will qualify, and bottom 2 will move down to a last chance round. I do believe that is it for matches today, but come back tomorrow. There are a few matches tomorrow. Earliest will be at 14 o'clock UTC. It's a Division B match between Fletch, Slitzify, Zypher, and Moby. I think that's all for me, so stay tuned for the rest of the races this weekend, and see ya.